Hey everyone, let's continue with the series of Matplotlib in Python. Today we're gonna see some plots and graphs in the Matplotlib. First of all, we will see the bar plot. So bar chart or a bar graph is a chart of graph that represent the categorical data with the rectangular bars with the height or length proportional to the values they represent. Okay, they can be plotted vertically or horizontally. For calling the bar function, we need to define some set of parameters like height, width, the alignment, if it is from bottom or if it is from right point or left point. Okay, and x is nothing but the function for which we are deploying our bar graph. So let's see this type of graph for today's video. Let me code a file, name it as test1.py, and after my file is ready, I am ready with the function itself. Let's import the required packages, matplotlib.pyplot as plt, and after that import numpy2, and after that let me define the data set. So I am giving, as we saw in the picture, we have 3 bar graphs for a single data, so I am giving the 3 data sets. First data set is my 30, 25, for 50 and 20. 4 data labels for 3 data sets, 40, another one is 40, 23, 51 and 17, and another one is 35, 22, 45 and 19. So this is my data set. Let me define the driver program. Let me call this arrange function and let me set the range to 4. Let me call the figure function plt.figure. After calling the figure function, let me define the axis also. Dot add axis. Okay, axis, and let me pass the default values. And after passing these values, let me call the bar function. So let me call the bar function, and let me give the first graph as x plus 0.00. That is position. 0.00 is the position, and then data set is data 0, and let me define the color as blue. I'm using the blue color, and let me define the width also. So width I'm keeping it to 0.25. okay, and like this I have 3 data sets, so let me copy and paste for 3. Another one is 0.25 at the position 0.25, and it is 0.50, the gap of 0.2525. It is data set 1, and it is data set 2, and let me give the color it as green, and it should be okay, not 5, it is green, and it should be red. Now let me call the show function, plt.show function. Let's hit save. Let's see if it runs perfectly fine. And it runs perfectly fine, just as we saw in the presentation. Okay, after bar plot, let's jump to histogram. Let's see what is histogram. So histogram is an accurate representation of distribution of numerical data. Unlike bar plot, they do not have gaps between adjacent graphs, adjacent bars. Okay, so that type of graph is known as histogram. So we have certain properties to give to a histogram function, like we could give the binaries, or we could give the range, density, histogram type, whether it is should be bar or bar stack, or should be step filled. So let's see today the program for this type of histogram. Okay, for that program I've coded one file, and let me start with the program itself. Let me import required packages. Let me import pyplot, perform pyplot as plt, and after importing that, let me import numpy2 as np, and let me define the figure axis using subplot function, plt.subplots, and 1 and 1 for the x and y. And after that, let me define an array for the data set. So I'll call the numpy array, and let me give the array, that is 22, 87, 5, 43, 56, 73, 55. These are calculated value. You are free to play with your own values. 54, 11, 20, 51, 5, 79, 31 and 27. Okay, so this is my data, and now I'm just going to call this histogram function, and let me give the data as the array, and let me give some binaries. So I have binaries 0, 25, 50, 75 and 100. These are my binaries. Okay, it should be in the square bracket. Okay, and I have called this function histogram function. Let me set the titles and let me give some text and labels for beautifying. So let me set the title first. Let me set the title as histogram, as we are implementing that one only, and let me set some x text. So ax dot set x text. Let me set the text as 0, 25, 50, 75 and 100, and after that give me some x and y labels. Set x label, let me say it as marks, as it is the data of marks, and let me set the y label also. So let me copy this one, paste it here, and it's y, and let me set the y-axis as number of students. Okay, now let me call the show function, and we are ready to show the graph. Let's hit save. Let's see if it runs perfectly fine. Okay, why it didn't run? Okay, we didn't call the function. Oh, and now it runs perfectly fine. This is the histogram we saw in our presentation. Now after histogram, let's jump to the pie chart in Matplotlib. Let's see how we could define the pie chart also. So what is pie chart? Pie chart can only display one series of data. It shows the size of atoms, and according to that size it defines its shape and it defines its position. Okay, so let's define this type of pie chart in our program today. I've coded one empty file and I'm ready to start with the program itself. Let me import the required packages. Import numpy also, and after importing the packages, let me call the figure function. Let me call the axis also, and pass the default values. Okay, and then let me call the axis function and set the axis as equal, because in the pie chart we don't have any axis. Okay, and my data set is languages. I'm making a graph on a language and their popularity among the students. Okay, so my data set for the language, I have a list. First language is C, another we can consider as C++, and then we could consider Python. After that, Java is also a great language, and let's consider PHP. Okay, these 5 languages I'm going to define today. And now let me define the students array. So how many students like which language? Let's see, for C language it is 23 students, then 17 for C++, then it is 35 for Python, 29 for Java, and 12 for PHP. And then I'm just going to call this pie function and pass the students data, and then languages data. Oh, sorry, in the labels I need to pass the languages data. So labels would be languages, and let me define auto PCT function. Let me call the auto PCT property of pie chart, and then I'm just going to call the show function to show our graph. Let's hit save. Let's see if it runs perfectly fine. And okay, the error arise because there was one more percentage, and then if you run a program You could see it runs perfectly fine. We got our pie chart as we saw in the presentation. Now after pie chart, let's jump to the scatter plot in the matplotlib. They are usually used to plot the data points on a horizontal and vertical axis in the attempt to show how much one variable is affected by the another. So let's see how we could define this type of scatter plot in Python. For this I have a file. Let me import the required modules and start with the program itself as plt. Let me import numpy also. And after importing the required packages, first of all I'm going to give the girls grades data. So let me give the data 89 and 90, 70, once again 89, then 100, then 80, then 90, 100, 80 and 34. Now let me give the boys data. So control this, paste it once again, and let me replace it to boys, and let me replace the data also. I have another set for boys data, that is 30, 29. These are the marks data up to the 100, from the 100, sorry. Okay, 49, 48, 100, 48, 38, 45, 45 and 20 and 30. And let me define the range, from which range I am just going to give the marks or the grade. So that is nothing but the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. These are my grades range. Now I'm just going to call the figure function. So let me call the figure function. Figure. After calling this figure function, let me define the axis also. So let me call the add axis function. Okay, let me pass the default values, and after that I'm just going to call the scatter function for the scatter plot. And let me give the first grades range, and then I'm just going to give the girls grade and boys grade as the data sets. And after that I'm just going to define the color. I want red color. Okay, I don't want to give the boys grade here, because first of all I want to plot for girls grade, then I want to plot for boys grade. Girls grade with the red color, and let me copy this one, paste it here, replace this as boys grades, and color let me set it as blue. Now I'm just going to call the show function, and we are ready to show our graph. Let's hit save. Let's see if it runs perfectly fine. And yes, it runs perfectly fine. We got our range, we got our data as we saw in the presentation. Okay, so that's it from this video. Hope you're having a great day ahead. Thank you.